Yes.
Hi, are you Zach Slater?
I am. Who are you?
It doesn't really matter. I run a boarding house in Peyton, Ohio.
Go on.
So there were two people staying with me for a while recently. A man I used to know, Aidan Devane, and a woman. But they just took off in the middle of the night. But I figured out who the woman was. I saw a news story about the great Chandler murder. There were pictures of her, of your wife, Kendall.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. She left this at the boarding house, and I thought you might want it.
You thought wrong. What are you up to? Why are you spying on me? Who sent you? Your old friend Aidan?
I wasn't spying, okay? I came all the way here to give you something, and you slammed the door in my face. I was just curious.
About what? You don't know me. You want to know how I react to something?
I may not know you, but I did know Kendall. She and Aidan stayed at the boarding house for weeks. I mean, obviously, you didn't call her by that name, but like I so awkwardly told you before, I figured out who she was from the news. And when they up and disappeared in the middle of the night and she left her wedding ring, I thought you might want it. I mean, what the hell was I supposed to do with it? If it means anything, I think she's really sorry for what she's done to you.
You think she's sorry? You must have really gotten to know her well. You know what she's thinking.
I am not saying that. I saw the change in her while she was there. When Aidan showed up out of the blue with her, he wanted me to think that the two of them were running from her husband, not from the law, that they were having this big affair. But that's not how she was acting, and I realized he wasn't telling me everything. But the weird thing is that cover story started to seem more and more real to them. You could tell by the way they were acting. I asked her about her husband one day, and she looked pretty wrecked when she talked about you. Said that you'd probably never understand, but that's just who she was. A woman unable to commit, a hot mess of insecurity. She did say that she missed her kids, and she swore that she'd find her way back to them, but she knew that it was over with you. Said that she'd hurt you for the last time. I realize this is a very awkward and terrible way to find out about all of this. Look, some guy named Tad came to the boarding house trying to track her down. Maybe you could find her and talk some sense into her. It's obvious that you still care.
Get out.
I really am sorry.
Out.
How'd it go?
It was a little uncomfortable. Kendall's husband kicked me out, and then he caught me watching him through the window. Don't worry, I covered.
And how did he react?
Just how you think he'd react. He was really upset. I think he's packed up all of Kendall's stuff. He's not gonna let her hurt him again.
How can you be so sure about that?
The look in his eye. Here, you all right? You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Really?
I just, I didn't expect, that I'd have to chloroform Kendall. That wasn't part of the original plan.
How is this all going to end?
The same way it always was. Zach losing, and Kendall falling in love with me.
She's been cleared. I mean, she knows she can go home. How are you going to keep her from doing that?
Well, that part of the plan hasn't changed.
You think she's going to fall in love with you now? I mean, it was understandable when you guys were holed up, hiding away from the rest of the world, but once you chloroform a girl, it's...
The Kendall is used to extremes, all right? And the last time Zach was missing, it was just Kendall and I against the rest of the world. And if I can convince her that it's just me and her now, and I can spend more time with her, then she'll fall in love with me. Everything's going to work out fine.
Okay, but what if it doesn't work out? What if she doesn't want to stay with you? I mean, how are you going to stop her? Will you kill her?
Look, I'm late, all right? I've got a lot of miles to do.
How'd you get this?
It doesn't matter how I got it. The important thing is that she doesn't have it anymore because she doesn't want it.
Okay, Zach, listen, you've had enough.
I want more than enough.
Come on, Zach, just don't do this to yourself. You're better than this, really.